So this is the fourth Fantastic Four movie. The irony. It's also the fourth Fantastic Four movie that is not fantastic by any stretch. The irony.
All I want to know is where are my children?
4 have survived. All exhibit unique physical conditions.
Fantastic Four or Fantastic, whichever one you want to call it, I don't really care. So Fantastic Four is another remake of the Fantastic Four with family from Marvel. That was a comic series back in the 60s. And basically this time they've got teenagers that have just finished school and they're building this interdimensional time travel portal thingo, and they're going to try and find another dimension and stuff because Reed Richards did it when he was like 8 in his garage. And there's Doctor Doom and stuff, and there's the Fantastic Four and the superpowers, and that's about it. It's directed by Josh Trank, who also directed Chronicle, but he also disowned this movie as well. I'll show the tweet right here. It also stars Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan, Kate Mara, and Jamie Bell, all of which have been in great movies before, giving great performances. Miles Teller was in Whiplash, Michael B. Jordan was in Fruitvale Station and Creed. Kate Mara, she was in The Martian and I believe it was House of Cards. And Jamie Bell was in Snowpiercer. So the first 40 to 45 minutes of this movie I actually liked. I thought it was quite good. It was entertaining for me. It might not have been entertaining for other people, but it was definitely entertaining to me. And I thought, alright, this is like 8.10 level stuff. Like, its writing's good. CGI not that great though. But the story is like, yeah. And then, like, they do this like the fade to black thing 1 year later. And the movie went... Where'd you go? Now, of course, this kind of ruined the movie for me. It made me not like the movie, but I didn't think it was a terrible movie overall, considering this is like less than 90 minutes long. Which, why is it less than 90 minutes long? This feels like it should have been 2 hours. But let me just finish with like the first 45 minutes. The acting was good, the visual effects were not as great though. And the tone was good. It was like light-hearted but dark at the same time, but light-hearted with these little light-hearted jokes, which they kind of tried to do in Spectre, but they failed in Spectre, and these kind of worked at times. On to the negative, because it's quite a negative movie when you think about it. Half the movie is terrible and half of it is okay. The movie, Fantastic Four felt like a 2-act movie. It felt like the setup and the build-up and the origin to become a superhero, and it felt like fighting Doctor Doom. I'm not even joking. The second half was cheesy, it was poorly acted, poorly written, and directed. I can't blame them because this is what the bad side of studio interference is. You may have heard about Spider-Man 3, but all they wanted to do was put Venom in the movie, and Sam Raimi was like, no, I want Sandman as well. So it was Sam Raimi's choice to put Sandman in as well. In the second half, the visual effects were terrible. Incredibly terrible. Like, Reed Richards molds his face into another guy and like, oh. One bit of CGI that was actually fantastic the entire time. Granted, they only had to do it for about 20 seconds in the first 45 minutes. It was The Thing. Like, The Thing looked amazing throughout the entire movie. He looked really realistic and stuff. But Johnny Storm in the second act, we'll call it the second act of the movie, looked terrible. Reed Richards' powers, well, the way they used him, they were really cool, but what he looked like was terrible. And Kate Mara's Invisible Woman, her wig, you could see it move, and it looked terrible. Like, the visual effects. Like, the wig still looked bad, though. Oh, you want to talk about terrible villains? Like, we got Christoph Waltz was a weak villain. We got a bunch of we got the villain in Hot Pursuit was weak. We got the villain in, what's another one that came out? We got Ant-Man. The Marvel movies have weak villains, there's no doubting it, unless you're talking Magneto or Loki or something else. But Doctor Doom, he looks like, alright, that wouldn't be like a cool concept art, that's a cool cosplay costume to wear at Comic-Con. That is not a cool thing to put in a Hollywood movie. He looks nothing like Doctor Doom. He looks like, what's the way to put it? He looks like a robot from the prototype trailer. He looks like that guy. He looks like that guy, except his face has been all melted and configured, and he's got like little green sparks and everything. And he's got a cape and stuff, and it looks terrible. He has like really undefined powers, like Doctor Doom's walking through a hallway, blows up people's heads, and like... What's that? I didn't know he could do that. The fact that you saw people's heads exploding made me wonder, why is this not MA? at least. There were no character motivations or character development for everyone, even though Michael B. Jordan is black and Kate Mara is white, and they brought up the fact for like one line in the movie that Kate Mara was adopted. They didn't expand on that and anything. They just said, yeah, we're adopted. It's like a last minute line that they threw in just to clarify things. And finally, how they got their team name, absolutely terrible. Anyway, I'm going to give Fantastic Four a 5.5 out of 10. I did like the first act of the movie. The second act is quite atrocious, but there are some redeemable qualities, especially the Thing, in the second act of the movie. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to become one of the Platypus. Let me know if you've seen Fantastic Four or Fan4stick, whatever you want to call it. Let me know in the comments down below and tell me what you thought about it. See you guys next time. Bye.